Good morning, and today we're going to attempt to do this. I say attempt because so much depends on colour balance of both images. But let's have a go, see what happens. So, as always, we'll start with a blank document, and we'll bring the model in. You might have saw her before. And so we're going to select the model. So we'll select the tool, then we'll get these things come up on the top. One of them is select subject. So we'll select the subject, Windows and Photoshop do quite a good selection. Doesn't really matter about the back anyway, so we're alright. We will just modify this selection by putting a feather on, just 1 pixel. And then we're going to do Control J, which will put it on its own layer. So Control J, and there it is on its own layer. We'll turn the original layer off. There you go. Right, we'll pull this down. We'll grab a cutout layer and drag it into a document. Get rid of the original document. And we'll position the model where we want her. So first off, I think we're going to have her looking straight ahead. And she'll be somewhere on about there-ish, but bigger. So don't want it too big because the splash is going to take quite a bit of room up at the back. So that looks about okay to me, I think. We can always adjust it later. Right, so we've got the model there, and I may as well do the background. So we'll use the original layer, and we're going to do a light pink to dark pink. So if we just grab this, pink is round there-ish. So pick a light pink. Yep, something like that. And then get the background, do the same thing again. Get a darker pink. Yep, that'll do. Here you go. So light pink to dark pink. We're going to use the gradient tool. Make sure it's on light to dark, and it's on radial, the second one along. Then what we'll do is we'll just simply click in the middle of the screen and drag to a corner. And there you go. Of course, this is never quite the colour that you want. So we're going to put on a hue and saturation. We're going to attach it by alt-clicking between it. And then we can actually control this thing. So we'll drop the saturation a bit to start with. We'll probably bring darkness in a bit. There you go. Right, that's good enough to start with. So first thing the only thing we need to bring in is the splash itself. So open, there's the splash there. And again, just drag it down, drag it in, because the PNG file, so it's already cut out, and you notice how small it is. Not to worry about that, because it is vector mapped. So we're going to make it any size we want, without any loss of detail. So we can put it up like this. You see, just as good as it was when it was small. So we'll spin this round, and it'll fit on the front, something like that. Probably a bit more round. How will I join the front of it is another thing. But right, we'll just put it like that and see how it turns out. So we'll make a copy of this layer by dragging it down to the create new layer. There it is there. We'll drag this down. Now right hand click inside of it I can flip it vertical, so it doesn't look the same as the one we just had. We'll change it a bit anyway, I think. Where this is going to go. We'll join it on something like that. Have to make it a bit smaller. Put it on like that. Right, we'll make another copy of this layer, which is going to be the middle one, and I'll actually make this smaller. I think we'll pull it down a bit. We'll make it wider as well. I'll change the shape of it a bit. Spin it around. Yep, that's not too bad, is it? Because we will take these bits away here to blend it into the face. But first off, I think we'll sort out the shape of these things. So you'll notice I've actually put these things in the right order. This is the top one, that's the middle one, that's the bottom one. So we'll start at the top. We're going to change the shape of them to fit the screen size. And we're going to do that with Puppet Rope. So if you go up to Image, Edit, and go down to Puppet Rope, it all works in triangles. Triangles and pins. So the parts we don't want to move, we're going to just pin down, like so. And I just put some pins in them and they won't go anywhere. Then you use pins to move it. So if I put a pin here and then move towards it, you'll see it changes from a pin. It will do eventually. There, it turns into a pointer. So at that point, you can pick it up and move it. So we'll just bring this around that way a bit, and if we put another pin in there, we can shape it like it's moving away from our face. Something like that. Do the same on this one. Grab this one. And move that away, and even this one, which is hidden behind the middle one, we're going to bring it into play like that. So we'll just say that's okay for them. We'll move on to the middle one, and again, edit, Puppet Rope, and this has actually changed shape quite well anyway. So we'll pin down the front again, so that won't move. We'll put it in the end of it, pull it out, pin the end one, pull that out. I think that'll do that. And the last one is the bottom one. Edit, Puppet Rope. Again, pin down the front so it doesn't move. And just pull that out a bit, I think. Just pull it down. It's a bit better, so it's sort of turning up, isn't it? Same with the bottom one here. We'll bring that out. Let's stretch it away. And we're going to even bring this one back into play, which is subject to the piano. So we'll bring it in that way. There you go. Now we're blending in. So let's start at the top again. We're going to put a layer mask on it. We're going to grab a black brush. it is. And we're just going to take away the bits we don't want. Now I always have a tendency to take away too much and then certain weight. Oops, sorry. Select the weight and just bring it back again. Something like that. And of course we're going to take the black and shape the way this paint drop is flying away. So we're going to do something like that. Right, so we'll move on to the second one. Layer mask. Black brush. This will sort of continue down here. Third one. Layer mask. And this one will go around like this. Take that away. That ends up being not too bad. We'll do a bit better blending. So we'll go back to the top one. This time we'll use a bigger brush. And if you notice, if I just click around it, the edge, see how it blends in a bit better? Because we've got a bigger feather on the brush. So we'll do the same here. And the same on the bottom one. Of course, a bit better blending going in. Right. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to combine the three of them together so I've only got one layer. So I'll go to the top one, and I go to layers, and go down to merge down. It'll ask about where you want to apply the mask. Well, yes, we do. And again, layers, merge down, apply the mask. And we've just got one layer there now with all the splashes on. We've done that because we're going to change the colour of them. We need to get this sort of colour here, which we'll probably never get, and we'll have to change the colour of the model to match the colour that we nearly get on the splash. So anyway, if we get a hue and saturation, attach it to the splash bit, then we can adjust these. So hue, we'll bring it down to fresh colour, which is going to be 47. I'll take the saturation down. That's not looking too bad. And we'll take the brightness up. That's almost there now. So as near as one get that to that, to the fresh colour. But what we'll do is we'll change the colour of the model to meet the colour of the splash. So talking about the model, we'll better get rid of the back of the head. So to the model there, put on a layer mask, get your black brush, and just paint away the back of the head. And this bit. You have to be a bit more careful as you get into the front of where the splash is. There you go, that's the basics. And so now if we Get the model again, we'll put a hue and saturation on it, attach it to it by alt-clicking. Then we're going to, well, reduce the saturation, I think we'll do it. Don't want to reduce too much saturation. Something like that, you see, it's almost blended here. It's a bit flared. I can't see we're getting that anywhere near. That's a bit more like, isn't it? There you go. See, you're getting almost there. I think the problem I have is our forehead. All this looks alright. Right up there at the forehead, and it just doesn't seem to work right. So we'll go on to the splash layer. Put a layer mask on, and what we'll do is we'll blend this even better. So we'll get the brush again, make sure it's black, and this time we'll give it a really big feather to help the blend. There you go. You see, and it just makes the pen a bit better. So that's about done now. It's just balancing things really. So this background still isn't the way I really want it. That's a bit better now. I change it on. Yeah, that's even better again. Yeah, that's not too bad. So we could probably bring back a bit of colour on the face. Yep. Yeah, that's okay as well. There you go. So the only thing you would do here is put all the levels on and just move your black in till it's on the histogram and move the white in a bit. And there you have it. You've just made a face splash away. See, I'm fiddling with this for ages. This is the problem with this. See, that's a bit better again. Anyways, fiddling about with it is much better. Just a reminder that the original images are on the South Shields Digital Group site. There's a link to that site on my header or in the description of this tutorial. Thanks for listening.